Hello, everybody, and welcome to Fortress Comic News, episode 466. I'm one of your hosts, Chris. Also, my co-host here, Mike. Mike, how you
Hello.
doing, man?
Good. It's the episode where I drop my wallpaper. Show everybody my actual bookshelf. I figured out a way to angle my webcam to show it off a little more.
Okay.
And some art on the wall, but yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. We just did our interview for the show, and as the guest was coming, I was thinking like, oh, you don't have your background on, but
No,
then
I don't.
I had to skip asking you because we had to get and talk to him.
Yeah, so I decided, I was like, I can angle this camera to show off not just the bed, the extra bed in the office here, but I do have a bookshelf and art and comics up everywhere. I just never really showed off. We do have a guest. We have Richard Fairgray, returning special guest. So if anybody knows Richard, you're in for a good show. And love the guy.
Yeah.
Calling in from New Zealand, so glad he could do that today.
Yeah, had a good story and had some fun time, but like a very passionate Richard Fairgray.
Yeah.
Very passionate.
Yeah, I mean, we still have the, wacky, zany stories, and we talked a lot about dicks, but, because he's been drawing a lot of dicks. But, yeah, way more passionate than typical, I would say, right? So, it's cool. It's cool to see that different side of him. I've kind of gone back to, well, a couple things this week have happened for me. Baseball's back. Spring training has started, so
Yes.
I can pretend it's summer in Florida, and while we get hit by another winter storm here next week, so that'll be great. But also, I feel like I'm back in high school because Diablo 2 was released and, like, remastered and given another class. And I just saw this article that more people are playing Diablo 2 right now than Diablo 4, which isn't crazy surprising if you play Diablo 4, but what a time to be alive.
Yeah.
It is kind of crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's
I feel like at the head of the show too, I should say, Comics Pros this weekend. There was so much stuff announced to everybody.
There was a lot of news. We're gonna jump into it fairly quickly here.
Yeah, but we're not going over everything at Comics Pro. Like
there was a lot of crazy stuff coming up. Yeah.
Yeah, I picked out the stuff that I felt was important, but I'm trying to talk to somebody. I have somebody I know who was there. And I'm trying to get him to sit down and talk to me this week. So there might be an extra episode this week. I have not confirmed anything yet where we just talk about Comics Pro. But
awesome.
Yeah.
No, that's cool because that was like, my phone was like every hour I check my phone, like another Marvel announcement, another Marvel like screenshot of a cover or something. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So up at the front here, we'll talk about TV. We got the trailer for Spider-Noir. Which I think is cool that they're doing it in black and white and color. I might watch it in black and white. I don't know about you.
I'm 100% watching it in black and white.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
If you watch it in color, you're living life incorrectly. Like, I'm sorry.
Lots of Nicolas Cage being crazy Nicolas Cage, which is awesome.
Goes full Nick Cage.
Full Nick Cage. Like, where he's sitting on the bed, he's like, whew, whew. I was like, yeah, this is total. I'm in love with this trailer. I'm so excited for this show. I can't. I love Nick Cage though. I mean, that's me. I love him and everything that he's done, even the bad stuff. And I'm so here for this. And he's having fun playing this character. So.
Oh yeah. At this point in his life, it's just like, what is fun?
Yeah.
And that's what he's doing.
And being a huge comic book collector, comic book fan, I think it looks so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so down for this. I can't wait for it to come out. I can't remember what the release date was, but I'm gonna be there for it day one.
Maybe this spring. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we got a short teaser. Well, we got the short teaser of the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, but we got a full trailer now. That looks pretty good. We get a lot of Mandalorian without his helmet. We get a lot of Pedro. A lot of shots with no Mando helmet. It does feel like it could have been a season. Like, it almost feels like a season trailer.
It was a season.
It was a season.
Movie,
yeah. That's what it feels like. Nothing crazy. I mean, he's going after the Hutts. So we see him in some sort of like Coliseum. We see him looking for the Hutts. We see that other bounty hunter guy show back up. You probably know his name. And that other character from Rebels. So we get a lot of cool shots. There is that comment that like Grogu will be around a lot longer than I ever will be. So, are we gonna see more Grogu-esque race somewhere?
It makes me think that because they've been wanting to do something within episode 10, 11, 12.
Yeah.
Or something along those lines. And it makes me think that they want to reintroduce him grown up down the line. I mean, that's definitely why that line is there.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, the trailer, I think it looks like a fun movie. You're right. I wish it was just another season, but they saw the popularity. They're trying to take advantage of it. Mm-hmm. And it is fun that for the first time in 8 years, maybe, that might not be right, but we have a Star Wars movie in the theaters that I get to go to. So I'll take that for what it is.
Yeah.
And then what I love about it is, we continue to get some of the cartoon characters coming to life. We've seen some of them in the series, but now they're on the big screen. People are going to have more questions about that when we see this movie. And I love seeing the different kind of Hutts. Because we've always seen the Hutts as these fat, like, slobs. Yeah. And you got to see one that's shows up in some of the cartoons that's just jacked.
Yeah.
And can move around and isn't just like this slow-witted thing. And you can see why they can be an opposing force, not just
not so much Jabba, but
So there's a lot of cool things in here that are like beyond the movies past that I've been a fan of and witnessed through the cartoons, through the comics, through these. They're just continuing to bring that forth into live action, which I'm happy about.
Yeah. No, looks good. I don't know if I'll go I don't know if I really care to see it in a theater. So I am curious to how. I'm a Star Wars fan, but I don't know. I might. We'll see if it's getting crazy good ratings. I'll probably go see it. I don't it doesn't. Like you said, it could have been a show. It doesn't mean I need to see it in the theater, but if I have the time, I probably will go see it.
I will, because I don't want anything spoiled, and I'm a big Star Wars fan, so I want to support them doing stuff in the theaters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I can't wait for all of the articles and posts about how this failed in the theaters, when everything now fails in the theaters.
Yeah, everything does. Yeah,
the theaters are just a advertisement for your streaming. That's what it is at this point. So
yeah, that's what that's what it's coming down to, right? It's but
Superman failed in the theaters.
Come on.
Yeah, come on.
Right. That's it for our TV movie news. All right, we got some comic news now. This was so crazy because I never thought I would ever see Kevin Smith working with Marvel in any capacity, or having a crossover. You know what I mean? His characters.
Oh, you mean his characters? Yeah.
Yeah, his characters.
Yeah, he's on time with Marvel.
Yeah, he's done with Marvel. You know what I mean. But so we got a new crossover comic titled Jay and Silent Bob: Jay's a Future Past. So it's gonna be written by Kevin Smith and art by Giuseppe Camuncoli. They're not even supposed to be in this universe. Capped, tan American Jay and friendly neighborhood whiter man Silent Bob make a quick stop in the Marvel universe, but when Doctor Doom decrees these Jersey guys must die, the Fantastic Four, the Avengers, the X-Men, a whole hoary host of heroes must team up on a joint mission to save the dim-witted duo from a lethal case of superhero fatigue. This is crazy. If you would have this would have been not on my top 10 list of things that I would ever see in my lifetime. But hell yeah.
I saw these rumors for the past year going around, and I was kind of okay, we'll see. And to see it actually happening, we were joking in the comic shop the other day that everybody's talking about all the new stuff that is being announced. We're going to talk about a bunch of them here. This is going to be huge. This is going to be the thing that's going to be the best. And I just went up and none of you are talking about the best crossover to happen. I don't care about Superman, Spider-Man anymore. I care about Jay and Silent Bob, Jay's a Future Past. Because fuck yeah, this is more unbelievable than Marvel DC crossover.
The crazy thing to me is you could be the most well-renowned writer and artist in Marvel comic book history, and your face would never even get on a comic book. You're Stan Lee, right? Your face has been on a comic book, but to have Jason Mewes and Kevin Smith's face on the cover, on the cover of a comic for Marvel, is insane. Good for them, but you got Stan Lee, and then you got these guys. Like, who else have you known? Maybe they've done some actors here and there for like the movie crossovers, but like, what the hell? This is insane.
Yeah, outside of like photo covers where they used to do it for the movies.
But this is crazy.
And honestly, when I know a lot of people are like trolling on this, like this is stupid and everything.
Yeah.
Nobody deserves this more than Kevin, because you watch those old movies.
Right.
Fuck, Mallrats is like 90% comic book references.
Oh, hell
he
yeah.
was talking about this shit before anybody cared.
Yep.
So he was, waving the flag for all of us back in the day when we were still, trying to stand up straight. Like, it's, he deserves this, and I'm glad it's happening because I'm a fan. But yeah, I'm going to be all over this book when it comes out, man. I'm excited for that.
This seems like a lot of fun. I can't wait. And he's literally bringing every character he can imagine. Marvel announced Chip Zdarsky's new Armageddon event will be titled Avengers Armageddon. What? It will, of course, be written by Chip Zdarsky with art by Frank Alpizar and Delio Diaz. Armageddon has arrived. Red Hulk's devastating terror across the globe must be stopped, but it will take a colossal gathering of Earth's mightiest heroes to do it, calling in the Avengers, the Fantastic Four, Wolverine, and more. But who will survive in this superpowered cataclysm? There's going to be a pre-Armageddon Marvel Universe and a post-Armageddon Marvel Universe. Be here to witness the transformation. So, getting some big changes. Wolverine in his brown costume on the cover is kind of dope. What do you think?
Yeah, I just read. We're going to talk more about it, but I just read the Road to Armageddon book that he put out.
Oh, okay, cool.
And I mean, it doesn't. I'm excited because it's Chip, and still haven't read a bad Chip book. So show me them if they exist. At this point, it's like, okay, I'm here for his name alone. This tells me nothing about what's going on, because this could literally be every event book outside of the Red Hulk part of it.
Yeah, like we don't know what's going on.
Yeah, just copy paste, and this is what they say about every event book. So I'll give them crap for that. Like, they're doing the whole like there's a pre and a post Marvel Universe. Yeah. Okay, maybe, like, and I hope that I would like to go back to events that did change the universe for like at least a year or two. Like back in the day, it was. I mean, I think DC's doing it right now when they did the whole Dark Crisis, and at the end there was no Justice League for like 2 years. Right. Like something like that. I want to see them have the balls to make moves like that again. So hopefully that's what it is. They did just sign Chip to a big deal, so I gotta think they have some belief in what his vision is for Marvel.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I'll be here for this 100%.
Yeah, I'm a big Chip fan, so I'll probably read the main book. I don't have time for all the tie-ins that I.
Yeah, we'll see how many billions of tie-ins.
35 tie-ins. Yeah. Rumor after a post on X by Rob Liefeld, Bleeding Cool says that Marvel will be announcing a Marvel vs. Star Wars comic this summer, and they're also saying that Mark Millar is returning to Marvel to write the series for them. That's crazy. Yeah, I think so. Like Mark Millar coming back to Marvel to not do an Ultimates thing is interesting. For him to come back to do Star Wars and Marvel crossover is even crazier.
I was reading about this because I like Millar, but I don't really follow him that. Apparently, he's a gigantic Star Wars fan.
Yeah, I do remember that coming up in like interviews before. I just completely forgot about that.
Yeah. So that would be why
crazy.
I could see him wanting to do something like this.
Yeah.
So I saw people talking about this, and then everybody's like, "Oh, I can't believe they're doing it! I can't believe they're doing it!" And I sat back, and I'm like, I can't believe it's taking this long.
Yeah, right.
We're on year 11 of them owning the license. Yeah. I'm shocked it didn't happen year 2.
I know. Yeah, like here's Star Wars, here's Marvel. Next year, okay, they're in a book together.
Yeah, I'll wait to see when we get an official announcement. I feel like this is going to be a big San Diego Comic-Con announcement. All I got to say, Millar, is if Doctor Doom isn't the big villain alongside Darth Vader, like what are we even doing here?
What are we doing?
Yeah,
I think he knows.
He knows.
He knows. He knows what he must do. Marvel announced at Comics Pro this week that they're bringing back What If for the 50th anniversary. Some stories discussed are Cyclops staying with Madeline Pryor, Kraven surviving the last hunt, Thor getting a symbiote suit, and more. Yeah, I mean, I know you're a huge fan of What If. They've been. It's funny they say we're bringing it back, but like the TV show's been a couple seasons now.
The TV show wrapped up last year.
Yeah.
We had What If books last year. Like, it's not. I think the only thing I could say is I would like them to bring back the old format of What If, where it was just a one shot that tells the story, as opposed to either a miniseries that tells the story or a themed What If. Because I think the last What If was What If character X was a Herald Galactus, which was fun. Don't get me wrong, but I like this better. Let's take moments and important moments in Marvel history and say, well, what if this happened? That's the core of what If was back in the day, and I would like to see them get back to it. So, yeah, and I'll always try a What If book, always.
This is kind of interesting. So, DC Comics announced their next wave of these, like, I'll say C-level characters that they're bringing back.
Yeah, next level comics.
Next level comics. I almost fear this might be too many too quick, but we'll see. Because we have Barbara Gordon breakout from, like, not a huge Barbara Gordon fan, but we got Mariko Tamaki on it, which is great. Artist by Amanke Nahopan. Dead Man from writer W. Maxwell Prince and artist Martin Morazzo. I like Prince, and I like Dead Man, so I'll probably check this one out. And
the hit team that brought you the Kryptonite Spectrum, Mike. So.
Oh yeah, I know. Why would I not come back for those guys? And they blew my mind with the Kryptonite Spectrum. So I can imagine they're gonna do some wacky shit with Dead Man. And they're already like some horror writers, so like why not?
Yeah, and this fits more for them because they did Ice Cream Man. I know you're a fan of, and do something horror-esque with Dead Man.
I almost see that they probably went to DC. Probably asked them, "Do you guys have a couple stories they want to write?" And they're like, "Whatever. We got a Superman story, we got a Dead Man story, but you guys don't want the Superman story." And they're like, "Well, what's the Superman story?" And we'll do that one first. Like what? This is crazy because I'm not a Teen Titans fan at all, except for the cartoon. But Kyle Higgins writing Teen Titans with artist Danielle De Niculo is crazy. I think Kyle Higgins is going to do a great job with Teen Titans.
And so even Danielle De Niculo, this is Kyle reuniting with the artist that like made him big. Like they both got big on their Power Rangers run. Yeah. So interesting there. I don't like the Teen Titans to begin with. Yeah. And then this is like a weird team. Because it's Red Hood, and I couldn't tell you who the rest of them fucking are. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, I forgot the Red Hood. Oh, they don't even list them? It's just a picture of them?
It's just a picture, yeah. That's why I say I can't even tell you who they are.
I don't even...
I can usually sit here and at least pretend to be like, oh, that's who this is now?
They look like characters from Naruto.
Yeah, and
but
I'll give them this with these three in particular. So they each feel unique from each other in art and story and feel. And coming off the comments from Jim Lee about manga a few months ago, it does feel like they want to like attack that audience. I'm gonna say it for the billionth time: superheroes is not the place to attack that audience. That audience is never coming to superheroes.
Yeah, they might like something like Teen Titans, maybe, but they're not. You never get that in like a mainstream Batman book.
They just The biggest complaint I hear from manga fans is continuity. So why would they come over to the most continuity thing available?
I know. Yeah, we don't have a lot of that here. Yeah. And then the timeline they listed was, Legion of Superheroes, Doom Patrol, Jonah Hex, which is kind of interesting, The Demon, which we've been waiting for, and Batman, Shadow of the Bat. So, I'll probably check out Legion, I'll probably check out The Demon and Shadow of the Bat. But no creative teams yet, so...
No.
Demon had the creative team announced a while ago, but...
no official announcement. James Herron is attached to the Demon, and then Joshua Williamson's attached to Legion, but I think those might be official, but I think they're still rumored.
Yep. Yeah. The next setup for these next couple Absolute books coming this spring, pretty awesome. Former guest of the show was writing one of them, so that's pretty cool. We got Absolute Catwoman by Che Grayson and Scott Snyder with art by Bengal Selena Kyle has carved a good life for herself through her ingenuity and skills, and we've already seen her in the Batman book. She's become the greatest thief the world's ever known. With high-tech gear and weaponry, there's no place for too secure for Catwoman. But when someone from her past comes knocking at her door, everything she has built begins to collapse. To survive, Selena must unravel a mystery. It takes her across the globe, deep into the shadows of the Absolute Universe. Written by Jay Grayson, Scott Snyder, with art by Bengal. Catwoman bursts onto the screen in her first Absolute solo series. I think that's a cool idea. Get her out of Gotham, because that's the problem. Is like, okay, we just got Catwoman going around Gotham while Batman's there. I think finding out more about the global presence of Absolute, I think, is pretty sick. I'm reading every Absolute book, so, you know.
Yes, there's no way I'm reading this.
Yeah, I know.
My thing here is this is the first book they announced where I'm like, okay, what's different about this than a regular Catwoman book?
Right.
That's my big question. I hope they have something, and I mean, if Scott Snyder's there, I hope he has something other than, like, look at her big helmet.
Yeah, look at her big cool helmet.
But that's my question, because in the next one, there's a very obvious,
So, former guest of the show, Pornsack Pitchstote, who was on here, with art by Raphael Albuquerque, working with Raphael, crazy, one of my favorite artists. So we're getting Absolute Green Arrow, which I cannot wait for. Serial killers slaughtering corrupt billionaires, and the only clue to his identity is the green arrows protruding from the victims' bodies. Executive Protection Specialist Dinah Lance, also known as Absolute Black Canary, is assigned to uncover the murderer's identity. She investigates a list of suspects drawn from the ranks of DC's most dangerous archers. That's so funny that there's just so many DC archers. Each one is uniquely connected to recently murdered Oliver Queen. A deadly mystery unfolds in the urban horror reimagining of the Emerald Archers mythos, brought to life by Eisner Award winner Pornsack Pichot and Raphael Albuquerque. Awesome, because we got a glimpse of him, protecting the bad guys early on, getting his own book. So cool for Pornsack to come from The Good Asian to this, like, insane. So, that's awesome.
And I may be wrong here, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. I think his first writing credit is a fill-in issue on Green Arrow.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he did a book about his own standalone. Yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah, I have the issue. I remember I pulled it out
because it was before he did Good Asian, right?
Yeah. Well, this is like New 52 era.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a fill-in issue. So it's kind of funny that it comes full circle now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right away, like this is different. This is weird. I have so many questions. I'm so here for it. I love the idea. This could be my fourth Absolute book.
Hell yeah.
I could be the one I pick up as we go along.
Yeah.
It sounds cool.
Image Comics and Ghost Machine announced a new series that'll also be part of their first crossover taking place in their Unbelievables universe, which I haven't really checked out yet.
Mm-hmm.
The comic is titled The $1 Trillion Kid, written by Jeff Johns and Peter J. Tomasi, with art by Stefano Simeon. Mattel Inc. Oh no, sorry, that's not part of that. But yeah, I like the cover. I like Simeon's art, and Have you read any of this Unbelievables universe stuff?
No, that's kind of Tomasi's corner.
Yeah.
I know I was listening to the Jeff Johns interview where he's talking about like how it works. So it's not. It might be a little bit too nerdy for you, but everybody owns everything in that company. It's almost like a collective.
Interesting.
So they can all kind of jump into each other's universes as long as they can agree on the idea.
Yeah.
But still, like those books are all written by Tomasi, so I feel like it's Tomasi's corner of the world.
I guess I didn't realize Tomasi was doing all those books. Now I have to like start buying the trades and reading.
Yeah. And apparently they're going to do issue zeros for his two books, which I think is Halo and Hornsby and the Rockefellers.
Yep, the Rockefellers.
Yeah. They're going to do 0 issues for that to kind of reintroduce them and come into this big crossover. No, it all sounds cool, but I would love to check it out one day. But there's so much going on that we're going to talk about something later. I am having a hard time jumping into another universe.
Dude, I know, it's tough. There's so much stuff I want to read.
Yeah, and I'm excited about the Summit guys because of how they're doing it and like where they're doing it.
Yeah.
But outside of that, like, no, I don't need another big universe, people. Like, we can kind of chill on everybody needs their own fucking universe.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's not on here, but I'll bring it up
yeah.
real quick. Kirkman has a new superhero universe he's putting together.
Yeah.
And I'm literally not excited because I'm just like, I can't do another one.
Yeah.
So,
we had Invincible already, dude.
Yeah. Well, he wants to do X-Men now, so.
Yeah. Mattel announced this week that they're releasing multiple stories set in the Masters of the Universe movie world across novels, kids' books, coloring books, and of course comics. Dark Horse will publish the comic that'll be titled He-Man, the Masters of the Universe, The Wings of Fate. It'll be written by Tim Sheridan, art by Will Sliney. I'll definitely be reading. In the aftermath of Skeletor's siege on Eternos, a down-and-out refugee gives sanctuary to mysterious, injured Falcon. Now to save her life, he must embark upon a precious journey through the mystic mountains and seek aid from storied inhabitants in the realm of Avion. Yeah, I'm excited for the movie. If they're going to do comics for the movie like they did for the new TV show, I'm going to read them. It's just as simple as that.
Yeah.
I'm glad they're going all in on this because I hope they have something good. I really do.
It makes me think that they feel like they do.
Yeah.
Because I could get putting out a comic attached to it and maybe trying to, like, sucker people in.
Right.
But, dude, I read the whole thing about what they're releasing. There's a novel series ready. They only announced the first book. All these kids, there's got to be like 20 kids books, dude, which is really
awesome.
Cool to be like,
yeah,
you can have like these He-Man books for your kids now. Yeah, it makes me think that this is testing well, the movie that is, and people are ready to dive into it. So,
yeah. I'm excited. Dark Horse announced that they will be publishing the recent Kickstarter titled 3W3M: The Foundations from writers Jonathan Hickman and Nick Spencer, with art from Mike Del Mundo. This one-shot will act as an introduction to a science fiction universe that will span across comics, graphic novels, and more. Across a distant solar system, countless millennia-long cycles, a war has been fought between the forces of magic and science in Order of Chaos when astronaut and explorer Tahoe Valar undertakes a doomed expedition to a dormant moon full of mysteries. The conflict begins anew, and it will be more dangerous than ever. Yeah, so another universe to get into from Hickman. Yeah, sounds cool. I don't have the capacity to jump in.
Yeah, that's kind of...
Especially with Hickman. I know Hickman. It's going to take a while for Hickman to get into the meat and potatoes of it, so I got some time.
Well, let me say something here. I think Hickman might be the architect of this, but let me just throw out some of the names that are doing stuff here, like Christian Ward, Ram V, Al Ewing, Steve Epting, Teenie Howard, Phil Hester.
It's crazy.
Like, there's a ton of people doing stuff for this.
Yeah.
But it kind of falls under what I said earlier.
I know.
It's tough for me to get excited for a giant new universe.
Yeah.
This one might be an exception where I try the first one because I fucking love Jonathan Hickman's work.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be tough for me to really sink my teeth into it.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah, especially when I'm listening to so many audiobooks now.
Yeah.
I'm reading so many comics. Like, there's so many movies coming. Like, dude, the movies that are coming out this year.
I know.
Yeah, my attention can only go so far on things.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're due for a culling of some of these. Not necessarily comics, I'm just IP in general. Like, stuff's got to fall away.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
IDW Publishing announced via Entertainment World that Kevin Eastman is working on a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Last Ronin titles. He'll be writing a prequel to the original series titled Training Day, and it will release before The Last Ronin 3. Yeah, that's cool. We know Last Ronin's super popular. Kevin Eastman's still in the fold. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, and Last Ronin 2 was okay. I'll be here for as long as Eastman's writing it, but it makes sense. People are loving it. It must be selling well. Turtles are at a peak. Let's do more. Yeah. And there's talks of like a Last Ronin movie. There's talks of a Last Ronin video game.
They got a bunch of cards coming from Magic, and they have a Last Ronin Secret Lair, and Eastman's doing some of the coloring, I think, or some of those. Yeah. It's crazy.
And I think the regular series is about to hit a legacy numbering of like 300 or 400 or something.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Turtles Magic going around right now, so of course you're going to let Eastman doing this thing.
Oh yeah, for sure. Um, yeah, this last one looks really dope, especially the black and white covers. Um, the IDW announced a new Godzilla title coming this summer, titled The Horror of Godzilla, written by Ethan S. Parker and Griffin Sheridan, art by Tristan Jones. The shocking fear and astonishing devastation behind Godzilla's first attack on humanity will be unleashed this summer. Set in 1954 Japan, witness the sheer terror before Godzilla's first horrifying onslaught on the human race, and how the power behind its Kaisei energy has frightening and transformative impact on humans exposed to the grim blast. Yeah, looks dope. Kind of interesting. That's all black and white, so it's going to be maybe like a kind of like a horror manga-esque, like Japanese horror style, which sounds really cool. Yeah. Something I'm definitely checking out.
Yeah, that's what I want it to be because it looks so unique compared to everything else coming out with Godzilla.
Yeah, for sure. We're eating good with Godzilla, so
there's been
awesome.
so much good Godzilla stuff, and even like they're reprinting a lot of the old Godzilla stuff in that like compact comic style.
Yeah,
it looks really great. So yeah,
there's a new card game out.
There is.
Yeah, it's like by the guys who are doing. I think it's the same people that do the One Piece card game. Yeah, there's another card. Yeah, it just came out recently. So yeah, if you're into Godzilla, it's a good time. Good time to be hanging out.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of good news this week. A lot of crazy stuff happening in comics.
Yeah, Comics Pro is nuts. Like, there's just so much. Yeah, definitely go and check some of the stuff out online, everybody, because
there's a lot.
Yeah, there's just too much to talk about.
Yeah, so much stuff.
And a lot of it would be like, we don't care.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We can talk about what we read this week. I read a few books, but I want to say that I had some mail call here. I got Conquered Volume 1 in the mail.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I didn't read it yet, but it's still in the plastic. And did you get your little signed signature from...
No, I didn't go that far.
Oh, man.
I just got the standard cover. You even got a different color cover than me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did? Oh, I didn't even realize that. I got the dragon on this one.
Yep.
I think I got it because there's a big dragon on it.
Dude, the standard was expensive enough.
Yeah.
For me, at least.
Yeah, so I'm sure that'll be... a publisher's going to pick it up, I'm sure. We'll see. But I also read the first volume of the Alien trade when it first came to Marvel. When Philip Kennedy Johnson was writing it. Had no idea.
Those were good.
Yeah, so I read the first volume, really liked it. I'm going to stick with it because my library has them all. I also started reading... I keep getting sidetracked with good comics, Chris, because I went on Hoopla for my library to get Blue Book Volume 1, which I got, but then I saw the Aliens were on there. I'm like, oh shit, I want to read these too. So I ended up getting Alien, and I read that first, and now I'm in the middle of reading the Volume 1 of Blue Book, which is good. It's really good, but I just keep getting sidetracked. Yeah. I wrapped up Book 4 of Dungeon Crawler Carl. I started Book 5. It's not a comic, folks, but it has been occupying a lot of my reading time because I am reading the novel, and absolutely, it's so much fun. I'm like almost 200 pages in already, which is really fast for my reading level.
Yeah, and they get longer because I'm almost done with book 6 on the audiobook, and it's twice as long as the other books.
Yeah, insane. It's insane. But DCKO number 4. So yeah, so this is the Absolute Universe shows up in this issue. And they're evil, and they're like, what? Why are they evil? We get an explanation. We get a very comic book explanation. Oh, they were pulled out of this certain timeline before they were, corrupted by the good of them. I don't know, whatever. So it kind of fits. Darkseid basically made that universe, and they have their own free will. So he has Saturn Girl go in and grab them when they're young and not ready to rebel in their own universe, kind of thing. Batman comes back, of course. He's not dead. From his night fight, and Joker changes sides, of course, and they all fight. The Absolute Heroes are set free. Darkseid rips through Booster Gold and comes out, so that kind of sucked to see Booster to die. He destroys all the heroes, and then Lux destroys Superman in the end, becoming King Omega. And we're like, oh shit, now Lex is the champion. But we get a glimpse of hope from the Time Trapper Darkseid, or Time Trapper Doomsday guy. So there might be a glimpse of hope there. Kind of crazy stuff. It was an epic issue. Cool to see the Absolute Universe there. They had to bring them in as evil for Dark. They needed a reason for Darkseid to bring them over, right? Okay, they're going to be evil, but now they're not evil, kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think if my only complaint about the issue was, I wish they moved the explanation to why they were evil to like just show Darkseid corrupt them right away. Because at the beginning, I'm reading, I'm like, this doesn't fit their characters at all.
Yeah, I know. That's the first 2 pages. I'm like, but that's not the books I've been reading.
Yeah.
And then they really get you with it. So yeah.
And then that ending where it's like Saturn Girl in the future, and she's like, "I'll go talk to Darkseid because you guys can't understand him, and so thus we can't understand him." I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, right. It's crazy.
But good issue, yeah.
Yeah, solid issue. I read Diorc #1.
Oh,
Brett Bean, Jean-Francois Bielou. Really good, really fun book. I'm a big high fantasy fan, so I thought it's a fun book about a dwarf orc getting caught in between this world of light and dark, and how he's supposed to bring an end to it all, but he doesn't want to kill anybody, so he really tries to stop each conflict without killing, but he kills everyone. He has like an enchanted shield that talks to him, is really funny. And then he has this like a funny talking, like he kills this chicken at one point that's like trying to stop them from fighting, and he comes back as like a ghost, so he has like this ghost chicken following him around. It's a fun book. It's really fun. I'll probably wait for it as a trade, but I really enjoyed it.
I was sold on it a long time ago. I just wanted to trade weight it.
Yeah, for sure.
That book blew up though. You see, like
it did.
Yeah, sold out. It's on printing 3 now.
Yeah, I'm glad to see that it's that popular.
Yeah,
just simple high fantasy stories. You know, it doesn't have to be crazy, but
it's this is the conversation I think we need to have about the manga versus comics thing.
Right.
It was a #1 of a new thing that's basically a solo creator, with his vision, and people took to it. So
yeah, it's really cool, and it's not that crazy. It's a simple idea. It's fun. It's all ages.
Yeah.
So, Geiger 21. Geiger and the Northmen get into a tank together.
A Nazi tank.
A Nazi tank, yeah. So we see a bunch of seats for other people. We see this Miss Blossom as a new character we haven't heard about or seen yet. It seems the tank is also a time machine. We get a little more insight into where the Northmen came from. And then we think they time traveled a little bit, and they get stuck in St. Louis they get held up by some kids that are like rebels. Good story. We're getting into a little bit of what the hell's going on here. I hope.
Yeah, I think that's going to be like the Northerner is kind of going to be the guy that connects the different parts of the universe. Mm-hmm. And there's definitely something there with him. And we got more of his backstory in this issue. Right. And we're left in a spot. It's like, what's going on?
Yeah, what the hell is happening?
I think it's a great issue.
The Absolute Wonder Woman Annual #1. I thought this was a solid issue. It's a great issue because it ties back to all the way to like when Diana kills the giant kaiju, where she like turns into Medusa and stone gazes. Like I say stone gaze because that's a Dota move from Medusa, but she turns the monster to stone with her gaze. But so she goes to Athena, and Athena's giant. It has this awesome gold like ethereal armor, and she goes to her she goes, I want to go talk to Medusa. I think she's suffering. And she gets a boon from Athena to be able to look Medusa in the eyes. And so what she has to give up is her powers, though. So she like goes to where Medusa and her sisters are like kept on this island. She finds her. She frees her from her curse. And because when she transformed into her to defeat the monster, she realized how much pain and suffering she was in, because she's like, she looks people in the eyes and turns them to stone. It's like a lonely existence. So it was a really cool book, man. It's absolute Wonder Woman shit with like the Greek gods. It's just so awesome. Mm-hmm. It was a really good book. But that is all I got to. So, what else you got here, Chris?
Real quick, because we didn't talk too much about Conquered, but I'd just say it's a really cool sword and sorcery book.
Nice.
Where like a sword and sorcery people come to our world and take over. It's very Millar. If you're not a fan of his, you're not going to like it.
Yep.
But as usual, he knows how to do an issue 1. And for me, it's going to be like, what's issue 2? Because that's where you got to get me.
And this issue 1's like, what, 100 pages?
Yeah, it's a long first issue, but it's really cool. Did Dude, just the
Open it right now.
I always
folks.
enjoy the like the image of a dragon in the real world. So there's like a dragon in DC in this part.
Yeah, I
and
think
it's
that's
just
cool.
Yeah, it's a really really cool book. I enjoyed it a lot. You didn't read, so you read DCKO number 4, but you didn't read the most important DCKO book, which is Boss Fight number 1, or Boss Battle number 1.
Boss Battle. No, it's on my list.
This sets up issue 4.
Okay.
Basically, the World Forger is like, you all need to go and train before this big fight with the Absolute people. So I'm going to send you to and he brings like some of the companions along with him. And he's like, if we can get some of the energy from these other universes, I can give it to you and it'll help you in this battle against the Absolute people. And that's where we get like all these interesting battles. So Wonder Woman fights Red Sonja, Plastic Man and Blue Lightning go to the Mortal Kombat universe.
That's amazing.
Joker fights Annabelle, and by fight, I like giant air quotes on the fight.
Yeah.
So on and so on. And then, of course, Superman fights Homelander.
Yeah.
And let's just say you kind of know who wins and sets up issue 4 of DCKO. Ton of fun. Really what it is if you want to see some of these characters like mingling, that's all this book is. It's not going to blow you away. It's not going to be this amazing story. It's like, hey, let's put these people in this world and then this person in that world and just have fun with it. And that's all I wanted out of it, so I got it.
Hell yeah.
So I think this is older. I think you talked about it, right? Batman number 6. I think you read it a few weeks back.
Yep.
It's a good issue, but all I'll say is they sure did hand wave that whole Damien reveal real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, for real.
When she was like, "Oh, does Batman know it's your son?" I'm like, "Come on!" Like, it was an "oh honey" moment. Like, "Oh honey, come on."
Yeah, great. Yeah.
But I get it. It's comic books. Like, it's what you got to do.
Yeah.
Ultimate Endgame number 2 came out, and it's really just a history of the world, like the city that they're invading through the eyes of Robert Stark. And how he created all these different robots to fight against the Maker and everything. And just really pushes everything into a point where the Maker ends up meeting up with Doctor Doom, who was also Reed Richards, and leaves us in a place where like maybe Doom wasn't there to help all along. Maybe he had some other plans with the Maker. Never know. Planet of the Apes versus the Fantastic Four, Mike.
Hell yeah.
This takes place after the first movie, so that gives you kind of a timeline. The apes have already seen a human that can talk, and what I like about this is they get the Red Ghost to be the villain in the Marvel universe for this, and basically the Red Ghost and his super intelligent apes are fighting the Fantastic Four in the Baxter Building, and he, does something with one of their time machines, and accidentally sends them to a different universe, the Planet of the Apes universe.
Okay.
And the entire Planet of the Apes portion of this is them putting the Fantastic Four on trial for the crime of being humans.
That's awesome.
And we find out that through them jumping universes, the Fantastic Four don't have their powers. And you notice it right away because the first page you see Ben not as the Thing. And then the big reveal at the end, the big splash moment is all the main Planet of the Apes characters, the apes. They get the powers of the Fantastic Four at the end of the issue. So it's the classic.
That's
just
crazy.
Let's switch the powers and do that. It's a ton of fun. I really loved
That's awesome. That's really cool.
it. The most important book of the last month, Mike, is Star Wars Jar Jar Binks number 1.
Of course. Written by Jar Jar Binks himself.
Written by Jar Jar Binks. And could you believe, Mike, that Jar Jar meets up with none other than Kalek, who is also the actor who played Jar Jar Binks in this issue. And what's funny is this... So we get Jar Jar going to this planet to meet up with that Jedi, and he finds out... This is basically his moment where he's like, oh shit, what I do, the Emperor is not a good guy. And I helped usher in his era. So it's before Vader and everything. And it puts... Jar Jar is the one who puts Kelek on the planet so he's there when Order 66 happens to save Grogu.
Oh, okay.
So while he has this moment where he did something terrible, it gives him a redemption and puts him directly responsible for like a big event for the Mandalorian and
Wow,
the
that's
future
cool.
Star Wars. Yeah, it's a fun book. It like most characters like that, it's really annoying to read because just kind of like Bizarro, where you have to read everything backwards. Everything being Misa.
Yeah.
But I have fun with it. Like it's it is what it is. Thundar the Barbarian #1.
Oh, hell yeah.
Basically, Mike, if you like Star Wars and you like Conan the Barbarian,
Yep.
this is like get your chocolate with my peanut butter kind of thing.
Hell yeah.
So in the far off future, Mike, of 1994,
Yep.
a meteor a meteor hits the world and sends it into this post-apocalyptic nightmare, and humans are basically enslaved by beings across the galaxy. And there's few that know of Thundar, this barbarian creature that runs around, who ends up saving slaves and doing all this weird shit, and has a sword made of pure fire and lightning. And in this, we see him kill a serpent. He fights the rat people. It's just fun barbarian stuff set in kind of a sci-fi.
Nice.
I say Conan meets Star Wars, but it's a little closer to He-Man in certain ways, where it's like it's
science and technology.
Yeah, at times. So
or science and magic.
Yeah,
yeah.
And then we see him at the end in kind of a new space that I don't think we've seen him in the cartoon. So going into like a coliseum as a slave for the first time. So I'm interested to see where. It's written by Jason Aaron, everybody. I'm interested to see where Jason goes with it. So
yeah, I'll probably try to wait that one because I am excited for it though.
Yeah, it's fun. And what I like about the first issue too, by the way, before I move on, if you're not a Thundar guy, this literally is like the backstory to get you in.
Good.
So you don't have to watch the cartoon or anything to care.
I know nothing about Thundar.
Yeah. And then the last one we talked a little earlier, but Wolverine, Weapon of Armageddon, #1, Weapons of Armageddon. Basically, we find out that a private corporation is trying to bring back the Weapon X program. So Logan's out trying to clear his head because something's going on. He runs into this person who's tracking down these different mutants to try to save them from this corporation. But they were able to get somebody, and so this person comes to Logan and be like, "Can you help me save this person?" But when they get there, the facility's blown up. They don't know what happened, and there's all these problems. So the company goes to the military, who hires Nuke, and is like, "Nuke, we need you to take out Wolverine because he's getting in the way of these programs." Because of course, every good corporation is in bed with the government, so
of course,
there's a big collection there. And then as a back part of this, like somebody's blowing up these buildings where they're doing it too, and it's not Wolverine or his friend. So somebody's gonna pop up along the way that just likes to blow shit up. We'll see who it is. And it ends with Wolverine. You mentioned he was in his brown yellow suit. He's in it in this a lot too.
Oh, nice.
He ends up trying to find that person. Runs into this place. We run into a guy who I believe is supposed to be the Captain America from the first 5 issues of Chip's Captain America run. That the 9/11 Captain America. And he is somebody that's been helping the guy that escaped. So I'm reasonable to believe he's the one blowing up all these places. And then we see kind of a glimpse of this mutant, and he has claws like Wolverine, but the adamantium acts almost like a symbiote, where it's like crawling around him, like protecting him.
Yeah.
So Chip's creating a new mutant.
Hell yeah.
And doing something cool. So really good first issue. Good way to like set up a big event with a very personal story that could do some stuff. So really liked it. Definitely recommend it.
Sounds awesome.
But Mike, that was everything I read this week. Where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me at Fortress Ricker on X/Twitter. Where can they find you and or the show?
You can find me on any social media network, whether it's X, Instagram, Blue Sky, at Fortress Chris. Also at chriscomicscorner.substack.com. And you can find the show at Fortress Pod on social, as well as fortresscomicnews.com. And sports show, 5-star reviews on podcatchers. Like, subscribe, share, comment down below over on that YouTube version. And check out patreon.com/Fortress Comics for early access and more. Thank you all so much for watching and or listening here this week. See you all here next week.
Bye-bye.